Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Michael for Spirit Comics. Welcome to my channel, and please forgive the shaking. It's hard to get this right. Difficult. If you're new here, please do subscribe and smack that notification bell so you don't miss any of the new uploads. If you're a returning subscriber, please comment that you did receive this notification, that you did see the video. If you enjoy it, please like and share this video with others so they can enjoy it as well. And like I said, don't forget to comment because that does help. This is part of the 25 days of comic book reviews. On the 18th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a Justice League of America classic story. This is from Christmas with the Superheroes. Came out in 1988. It was $2.95 here in the United States, and in Canada, it was $4. Now, this story is called The Man Who Murdered Santa Claus. Originally appeared in Justice League number 110 in March-April of 1974. Alright, and if you did not know, this is newsprint. This is a lot different from that shiny stuff that they use today. And this is the Justice League of America, not Justice League. So it starts off with Superman arriving to meet Batman because they're helping this man by the name of Simpson dress up as Santa Claus for some children, I believe. And then all of a sudden, kaboom! The room that he was dressing up in explodes. And I like this. Let's see. Len Wein, who's the writer, I think he took after Jack Kirby because the way it reads here is sort of like him, where it says, "A key indeed, Batman, but no ordinary key, as your examination will show. No, this is a challenge, an invitation that will soon lead Earth's greatest heroes along a twisting, terror-fraught trail in pursuit of the man who murdered Santa Claus." And down here it gives the clue. It reads, "To the Justice League of America, a Christmas gift to you from me. A very extra special key. Beneath the arch it fits a lock that once it's turned will save a block of city folk, both mayor and bum, from being blown to kingdom come. So waste no time, don't hesitate. You have till 12 to find the gate. This key will fit, though I admit I think you'll be too late. Signed, an admirer." So anyway, the story continues and it tells us that Barry Allen is visiting Iris West 1,000 years in the future. His wife, Iris West. And the Atom is somewhere else, and an elongated man is diving with his wife in the oceans. And Aquaman and Mera are busy in Atlantis. But Red Tornado is reached. Green Arrow and Black Canary are reached. And yes, this is Black Canary. She has a wig on, apparently. I think she looks nice as a brunette. I really do. And then they call Hal Jordan. but he slips on a bar of soap and, bashes his head, but he's going to be okay. So the ring seeks out someone else, which is Jon Stewart. So they all gather at their satellite, which is it's not called the Watchtower just yet. And this is Red Tornado. I don't think I've ever seen this Red Tornado before. It's a lot more. His outfit is just a lot more simple, I think. And so Batman, being the detective that he is, figures out where to start. And that is at the Gateway Arch in the city of St. Louis, Missouri. And that's where they plan their next move. And so Green Lantern, Jon Stewart, he uses his power ring to make the key into a Geiger counter. And Red Tornado goes throughout the whole city trying to find the place that fits. And he almost gives up, but then he finds the place. And so they enter. Before they do that, these three kids, they are looking so poor and pitiful. And this, and they say, "Season's greetings, mister. Can you spare a quarter? How about you, brother? Spare some change." Of course, they're referring to Green Lantern. And the kid says, and one here in the middle, "Yeah, how about you, Mr. Green Lantern? You black too? Can you help a brother make it through Christmas?" And he says, "Really wish I could, little fella, but they don't put pockets in these outfits." And so they go on to tackle the mission, because if they don't, then everything's going to be blown to bits. Now this is, a story that is very old. Like I said, it came from Justice League number 110 that came out. That was April 1974. Back when stories were, I guess, individual stories. They didn't continue for 5, 6 issues or whatever. And so first off, they try this one obstacle, but it's putting off or yellow energy, so it doesn't affect Green Lantern. But it's a type of sun. So Superman goes and busts right through it, but then Batman says he's afraid Superman's been blown to atoms. Then over the page, they see a door, so they run through, and then this Calliope machine starts spewing all this smoke. Black Canary uses her song, well, it's more like a screech, to hold off the smoke. So there they've lost 2 members. And over the page we see a very distraught Green Arrow. And here we see the key. And then when they reach the next room, all these huge globes just come out from nowhere. And one almost hits Green Arrow, but Batman deflects it with his own body, then he gets sucked into the thing. So there's 3 heroes down. And then Green Arrow figures out that these globes are attracted to heat, so he gets out two of his special arrows, lights them up, so that the globes will be attracted to him, thus leaving John Stewart and Red Tornado on their own. So they get away from these 10 soldiers, and they fall through this doorway. But then we're given a small backstory about the key. Apparently, he was he was arrested by Superman, taken, and in court it was overturned. The ruling was overturned that he would be put in suspended animation in the Fortress of Solitude because the judge ruled it unconstitutional. So he was given 20 years to life, and he got out early. So then he went and planned his revenge on the Justice League of America. But to his surprise, the door opens with Green Lantern and Red Tornado. Then another door opens with Black Canary and Superman. And then another one with Green Arrow and Batman. And it isn't given a lot of explanation as to how they survived, really. Just that it's the Phantom Stranger. You know, a character that I don't know nothing about. That he did something to save the other four. And so he tries to get away. But, yeah, he does get, I think the key does get away. And they prevent the explosion from happening. Then Green Lantern puts his shield around this, neighborhood block. Now, apparently there's some code that the Lanterns have to follow, because he says here, it's against the Green Lantern's code to use the power ring to give these folks new housing. Okay, that's kind of strange. So I just used it to reconstruct the old buildings the instant they were destroyed, minus the roaches, rats, collapsing ceilings, and such. So evidently he rebuilt everything. So that's kind of cool. And then on the last page, the epilogue, they give a new suit to Red Tornado, and he's utterly confused as to why they're doing this, because he doesn't celebrate Christmas. He doesn't even know anything about the holiday. And oh my stars and garters, it was Black Canary, the sole female in this story, who sewed it together for him. Why? Because she, Black Canary, was tired of that drab, grim outfit you've been wearing. So it was her idea. She sewed it, and Red Tornado is trying to understand, that why they what was the purpose in giving it to him. Black Canary says, "We need no purpose, Red Tornado. You don't understand. It's Christmas. The satisfaction, the reward, is in the simple act of giving." And he says, "Giving? Do you mean as in the way each of you sought to give your lives earlier this eve that the rest of us might live?" Black Canary says, "Not exactly, Tornado. It's more like..." But then Superman interjects and says, "No, Dinah, maybe Red Tornado is right. After all, they say the man whose birth we celebrate today gave his life that all the generations to follow him might live in peace." And then there's Green Arrow grumbling, saying, I just wish him a Merry Christmas and be done with it. He sort of acts like the Scrooge of the group. And it was a fun story. If you don't have this comic book, I highly recommend that you get it if you can find it at a good price. I mean, the art is much different. It's not like the art of today. It's actually better, in my opinion. And the Black Canary actually looks more feminine than most of the women in today's comic books. I mean, right here, you can actually see her bust. It's beautiful artwork. This is Christmas with the Superheroes #1 that came out 1988. And there was one that followed the next year, I believe. I don't have that one, but I would like to have it. And the cover is just beautiful. It has that's a member of the Legion of Superheroes. Of course, that's a Green Arrow, Black Canary, Batman, Superman, Robin, and Wonder Girl from the Teen Titans, because they have a story in this as well. So I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. What did you think of this story? Do you have the comic book? Did you read it this year? Did you like it or not like it? Let me know in the comments. And if you're new here, please do subscribe and smash that notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it with others so they can enjoy it as well. I am Michael for Spirit Comics. I thank you for stopping by. Till next time, true readers.